Hello, this is Brian Rue, aka Hookem148, and I'm making a video for cardowners.com on Card Player TV. About 6 to 8 months ago, Taylor Cabey, who is the co-owner and founder of cardowners.com, started a contest where he was looking for 2 students to teach. And so I applied along with several thousand other people, and myself and Ryan Doubt were the 2 lucky applicants who were taken. And as you'd expect, working with Taylor has been an amazing experience. I've been really lucky to be able to work with him, and he's made a huge impact on my game. And actually, within the past month, I've started a Pay It Forward project where I've actually selected 3 students to teach. And when I first applied for Taylor, I was playing at the 1-2 no limit level, and so I decided to look for players who were just under that level. So I mainly got players from the 50 no limit and 100 no limit range. And so the Pay It Forward project, I've selected three students to work with, and so far we're a month into it, and we're doing well and learning a lot. So it's going good. For this video though, I wanted to talk a little bit more about 3-betting. I know in the other card owners videos for Card Player TV, they've talked a lot about bet sizing, so I'm going to see if I can get a lot more active in 3-betting. I'm going to try and 3-bet a little lightly, because I'm at a table here where all these guys, except for this guy, has a full stack. And so I'm going to assume that they're competent players, and I'm going to try to take control of a lot of pots. And it's only a 10-minute video, but we'll see what we can get ourselves into. The idea behind 3-betting is to take control of the pot. So if you see an active raiser, let's say this guy's raising a lot of pots, he's a very loose, aggressive raiser, he's probably doesn't have a very tight range for opening. He's probably got a very wide range, so he could be raising a lot of stuff in late position. And so when I have position on him, I'm going to 3-bet him and force him to make a decision. And generally, if we do continue with the hand, I'm going to have position throughout the rest of the hand. So when I 3-bet, I typically do want to be in position. But sometimes I will 3-bet out of the blinds, but I'll usually have a much tighter range when I 3-bet out of the blinds. But if you do 3-bet out of the blinds, you want to raise a little bit more than normal. If I'm in position and someone, say, makes a pot size raise, which at 2-4 would be 14, then I'm going to re-raise to 48. Here we have an under the gun limper, and I have ace jack. I'm just going to make a pot size raise to 18. So if there's a normal raise to 14, I would re-raise to 48 in position. Out of the blinds, if there's normal raise to 14, I would re-raise to about 52. I would add one more bet to the size of the pot. So this is a pretty good flop for me. I flop top pair, and I have a flush draw with the jack. So I'll make a continuation bet and take down the pot. So like I said, you want to re-raise a little more out of the blinds when you're 3-betting out of the blinds, or 3-betting out of position, because you're giving up a positional advantage. So you want to charge them a little bit more if they're going to continue in the hand. You don't want to underprice yourself, because then they'll have position and they'll have good pot odds and implied odds to make a call and play the hand in position with you post-flop. So as far as 3-betting range, if you do have a person who is a very active raiser, I'm just circling this guy because he's to my right. I don't know if he is an active raiser so much because I haven't been at this table very long. But if he is an active raiser, then you really can 3-bet with a very wide range. Typically at the lower stakes, you'll only see a lot of 3-betting or re-raising pre-flop with big hands like aces, kings, queens, ace, king, etc. But as you move up, you'll find that people are 3-betting a lot more, and it's because it's so effective at taking control of the pot, and it's obviously a winning strategy because you see so many people doing it. So if someone does re-raise to the right of me and I have a hand, let's say I'm in position with a hand like 8-9 suited or offsuit, I would typically put in it would usually be a good spot for a 3-bet, so I would put in a 3-bet and re-raise, and not necessarily on the value of my hand, but on the value of my position and on the value that his range isn't very wide. I'm sorry, is very wide, and probably isn't a very strong hand. So let's pretend this is a hand like 8-9 suited, which it isn't, but I'm just going to pretend it is for the video, and of course if I get any action I'm just going to fold the hand. But I'm going to re-raise here, like I said, for the purpose of the video, like I have 8-9 suited. And if he folds here, that's great, I win the pot, and if he calls, then I'm going to have position on him. And usually I'll be able to win the hand with a continuation bet. And so he folded, and I was able to take the pot pre-flop. And I will open raise pocket fives in the cutoff. And so far I really haven't been getting into a lot at the table. I think I've raised and hit an ace-high flop and taken a pot, and then I've 3-bet there and then raised the fives. And so raising and re-raising 3 hands in a row, I might actually start to get a pretty loose image here with this raise. So and actually have a pretty good hand to have a loose image with. Also I want to say, if you are raising a lot, or not necessarily a lot, but if you're raising in general and you just don't feel like you're ever getting any respect when you raise, like people are 3-betting you, or you're raising and your continuation bets are getting snapped off, and you're not winning a lot of pots and you're losing a lot of small and medium-sized pots, the best thing for you to do is really tighten up your pre-flop opening range, but loosen up your 3-betting range. So if you're raising a lot of ace-9s and king-10s and things like that that are marginally good hands in middle and late position, and you're not being able to play them profitably, go ahead and start folding those and raise better starting hands in middle and late position. But you can, once you start tightening up and the table notices that you're tightening up, you can really 3-bet a lot more, because they'll notice that you're so tight, and you can still 3-bet with the same types of ranges like 8-9 suited and ace-queen and middle to big pocket pairs, but you should be able to get a lot more respect because of your tight image. So I'm going to play one more round, and hopefully I can get in a spot in late position where I can 3-bet someone else. But if not, at least we can discuss the concept of, hopefully everyone understands the concept of why it works so well, and why you don't necessarily need to have a big hand every time you 3-bet, because it's more just about taking control of the pot based on your opponent's range. this has been a pretty active table as far as raising is going. We see a lot of raises, and a lot of people are coming along. We're seeing a lot of flops for the most part, or at least we're seeing a lot of raises and taking it down, and I think a little bit of re-raising. So this is definitely a marginal spot to 3-bet, and I probably wouldn't because of my image, and also because this guy right here who is raising just lost the last pot. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to want to 3-bet him lightly because of him losing the last pot. So if he was tight and had not lost a large pot recently, I think I would 3-bet with a pretty good range of hands there, assuming my image was very tight. Right now I think I have a pretty standard image. As far as raising in, I've 3-bet once. But if I had a big hand, I would definitely 3-bet him, and I think my loose aggressive image would help me get paid off if I did actually have a big hand. So if you do have, if you are able to create a loose aggressive image and then catch big hands, it really helps you get paid off. But if you have a bad image and aren't being able to make any hands, just really tighten up and try to 3-bet a little more, and people should be able to give you respect for your tight range. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and I guess I'll probably just fold the under the gun hand. Yeah. So thanks very much for watching. This is Brian Roof for cardwinners.com on Card Player TV.